Hello. So for this course, we're going to do our development in Cloud9 on AWS. Basically, Cloud9 is an online IDE where we can create containers and inside the containers make everything that we want to develop. So first of all, we're going to press create an environment. Let's give it a name. So Ruby gems. Okay. We will select Ubuntu server. Next step. Nothing here. And we are creating the environment. It will take a couple of minutes to load. Okay, now our environment has loaded and let's get familiar with it. First of all, we are going to close everything that we don't need. Here we have the terminal. Here we have the file system. As we see, it's empty for the moment. There is a README, but we are not going to use it, so I delete it. And let's see what we have installed. So Ruby version, we see that we already have a Ruby version pre-installed. And Rails 5 is also pre-installed, but now we are going to update it to the latest version. So AVM list to see all the versions of Ruby that we have installed. And we are going to install the latest version that is 2.7.0 at the moment. So let's have it installed. Next, we are going to set it as the default version that we are going to use. And to have some more free space, we are going to uninstall the versions of Ruby that we are not going to use. So now we go to AVM list and we see that we have only the latest version of Ruby installed. Next, we are going to install the latest version of Rails. So gem install Rails. And this will also take a couple of minutes to load because it has to load all the gems and all the dependencies. Okay, now we have Rails installed and let's see what's next. So we are going to run gem update Rails and gem update system just in case to see that we have the latest versions installed. Okay, so we do have the latest versions. Next, we are going to install Yarn for Webpacker. As we know, Rails 6 runs with Webpacker and it needs Yarn to be installed. So we are going to run these commands. Okay, and we're going to run the command to install PostgreSQL and Yarn. PostgreSQL is the database that we are going to use for our production and our development. Good, we have these installed. Now let's check our Rails versions once again. So Rails and Ruby. So we have the latest versions installed. And we can also run this command to check the version of PostgreSQL that we have installed, the database. So we have also the latest PostgreSQL installed. Basically, we are ready to create our first Rails application. That is what we are going to do in our next lesson.